chance, let's talk about it.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yo,
It's your boy CL Cool.
it's your boy Ted.
And we the Yellow Rocket Boys representing on the Yellow Rocket Boys
Network.
Look, man, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it, man.
You know, when it first happened in 2021, a lot of people were kind of like crapping on it. And, you know, we didn't know it was going to be a success. But I have a question to ask you. Was NXT 2.0 a success? And before you answer that question, I'm gonna give you some. I'm gonna lay out some facts about it. All right. So August the 20th, 2019, WWE announced that NXT would be moving to USA on Wednesday nights, and they would go to a 2-hour format. If you remember, on Peacock, when it started on the WWE Network, you had NXT for 1 hour.
Yeah.
And then it went to Peacock, and NXT was for 1 hour.
Mm-hmm.
And so in 2019, WWE announced that it's going to go to USA Network and it's going to be a 2-hour format. So it was coming to TV, and it was going to a 2-hour format. And so we was excited because it was still under Triple H at this time.
Mm-hmm.
And we loved his NXT show, especially in 2019. 2019 was a horrible year for main roster WWE. And everybody was on NXT. So this couldn't have come at a better time.
Yes.
It will also compete with AEW starting the Wednesday Night War. So it was significant when they announced it on Wednesday because it was going to go in the same time and the same time slot as AEW Dynamite, which had premiered that same year in September.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The Wednesday Night Wars came to an end in April 2021. AEW was whooping them. Not gonna lie,
Bad,
them. Real bad.
Bad.
And so Vince ended it, and a lot of people blame Triple H for it. And when they did that, and when they ended it on Wednesday, they're now just gonna go to Tuesday nights, effectively giving AEW the win on that. I think Triple H came out with a quote saying like, "Yeah, great job, y'all beat our development deal, big deal." But I mean, what's done is done. So there were rumors of new lighting, Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard wanted to do new lighting, a new logo, and a focus on new younger talent instead of the indie stars. You know, Triple H and NXT, they would just go take the hottest independent star, whether it was Finn Balor, or whether it was Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn at the time, El Generico, Drew McIntyre when he got hot again. He always Adam Cole. He always took the hottest independent stars and brought them to the company. Asuka, anybody that was hot on the independent scene, you saw them on NXT, and that what made NXT was good because it was like you had your main roster, Vince's guys, and then you had Triple H's guys down here, and Triple H's guys were, better. And plus, once you seen what happened to NXT stars when they went to the main roster, it was.
Because Vince didn't get it.
Yeah. So Vince wanted to focus on like his kind of guys instead of the indie guys that Triple H liked to focus on, and they went to a different format to TV shows. Triple H had heart surgery in September, so he stepped away, and Shawn Michaels took over for creative, and that was in September of that same year. NXT 2.0 began on September the 14th, 2021. That one of the things they did, all Triple H's NXT pay-per-view had a takeover thing. It was takeover. Vince took that away. He also fired a lot of NXT wrestlers, like Johnny Gargano was fired, Io Sky was fired, Dakota Kai was fired. A lot of Triple H's favorites, Adam Cole was gone. A lot of Triple H's favorites left. And the insult to injury, he fired a lot of Triple H's backstage guys like William Regal and Katz, who was his main writer. So Vince and Bruce came in and just wiped all of Triple H's workout.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why you saw when Triple H came back, all them guys came back.
Yep.
But Vince at that time wiped it off the face of the earth. So knowing that, and then it was so colorful. Before I get to this last part, how did you feel about when you saw NXT 2.0? How did you feel about it? Like, how did you, what was your thought process?
The initial presentation. All right, so y'all know I'm gonna shoot it straight.
Shoot it straight.
The initial presentation. First of all, from the music aspect, I thought the theme song was cool. The way they had Wale come in, down south swag. Like I was like, okay,
it was dope.
The theme song going hard. All right, so that automatically gets you going when you first hear that. The visual at first, it was like, all right. I don't know how many of y'all remember like Nickelodeon shows from back in the day, like Guts and Double Dare and all that. It was real colorful and just real like, all right, what we doing? But at the same time, it wasn't dark and gloomy either.
It reminded you of like old WWF, old 90s WWF.
Yeah, like the 94, 95, when everything was just bright and colorful. All the athletes were wearing bright colors and rainbow colors and all these different outfits that were just like in your face. Yeah. That's what it felt like. It was very in your face. Like the old NXT was just kind of calm, low lighting, traditional, everything just relaxed. Yeah. This one was
yeah. For Triple H, I always respected the old school aspect. So it was more like you said, it was black and yellow, dim lighting. We wanted to focus on the wrestling.
Yeah.
Vince was more, the 2.0 was more the atmosphere. Like everything needs to pop.
Yeah.
Like there's always been a Vince creation. So
they made it pop right.
So under this, they did have some stars. These are the people that was under that NXT 2.0, like right before it happened and into it. So you had Obafemi, who was part of that. You had Tiffany Stratton, who was part of that. You had Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker was one of his favorites, who was part of that. You had Trick Williams, who was part of that. Carmelo Hayes, who was part of that. Solo came in around that time. Roxanne Perez came in. Austin Theory was one of those ones that came in. And for the Fatal Attraction, what was Mandy Rose's group name? Do you remember? It's not Fatal Influence.
Was it Toxic Attraction?
Toxic Attraction. It's something like that.
Yeah.
But those were your stars that was a big part of the NXT 2.0. So after hearing these stars, would you consider it a success?
Would, because you had, and that's like the goal of NXT. The goal of NXT is to mold the stars of tomorrow. And out of all those names, the majority of those names are pretty much either on the main roster or on their way to the main roster. You still got, those that maybe a couple of maybe floundering a little bit, but the majority of that roster, they did all right.
And considering Obafemi is the NXT champion right now, and Trick Williams is the TNA champion right now, and they're both flourishing.
2 brands.
So yeah. So what was it? I consider it success for getting the talent to where they need to go. Like you said, that's the most successful thing, and for NXT to do is mold your talent and get them ready. So did they do that? Yeah.
Yes.
But I thought the NXT product took a horrible turn, a horrible backseat, and they still haven't recovered yet. Because while they were all firing every one of Triple H's good NXT guys, AEW picked them all up. True. And now there's no main event scene because of it.
True. I mean, the little main event scene they did have, they shipped over to the main roster too.
But then think about that. Adam Cole was like one of their big guys. You know what I'm saying? That whole Undisputed Era was there. You know what I'm saying? Like Swerve was actually bouncing back and forth from there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like.
But you remember though, at that time though, Adam Cole, they was trying to make him a manager, weren't they?
Yeah.
They was trying to make him a manager, and then you had Swerve. They was kind of sort of downplaying Swerve. It's like they knew Swerve had something, because in his matches they would let him showcase more so in NXT.
Yep.
But they was kind of downplaying Swerve, and that's the one thing about it. You never know about a good thing sometimes until it's gone. I'm sure now, if they knew what they could have done with Swerve, then it would be a little different.
Yeah.
Especially on the main roster. because Swerve has shown and proven himself to be a heavy hitter.
Yeah.
But I feel like with a lot of the people that weren't successful, and I like to use Carmelo Hayes as an example right now.
Mm-hmm.
They have it. It's like you have the talent there, but for some reason you creating your own wall, because we can only see so many of the same people to where it starts to get stale, especially on the main roster. It's like we got the same. Most of their main event talent is what, in their 40s and up.
What are you talking about? NXT?
On
AEW?
On WWE, the main roster.
Yeah.
Most of them.
Yeah. About I think the age like 33 and up.
Yeah, so you got like, you sort of kind of, in wrestling terms, you sort of kind of have an aged main event scene. So these NXT stars need to be put where they need to be. Like Carmelo Hayes needs to be getting some traction. Like people like that you've already moved up, they need to be getting traction.
Yeah.
And on the NXT where it is now, think about what's gonna happen when they snatch Oba and people like that and Trick. They really ain't gonna have no main event scene.
Yeah. And so that's why I said it was a success for the talent, but for the overall look of NXT, it was not a success to me. Cause like I said, he got rid of all his potential talent and actual talent, and they haven't been able to recover since.
Yeah, they got people that they bringing in, but let's be real, like the LFG guys aren't ready.
Nope.
They got the one guy, big man, Jasper Troy. He seemed like he gonna be something, but he still look green too. But they don't really have.
The women are good. It's just the man. That's when we say main event, we're not talking about the women. The women main event scene is good. They're great. They got a lot of riches. The man's though,
it's just the way he said it.
They don't.
Yeah, I mean, there's nobody to really.
It's horrible.
And Oba ran through everybody, so it's like him even being out there. It's like, who's going to fight the ruler? You got to bring in outside talent from TNA to fill in that gap, because you have nobody.
Exactly.
You have nobody, and the people that you had, they're not believable to even beat Oba.
Exactly.
So,
yeah,
unless it's Trick, but again, we've done that with Trick.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
All right, man. So success for you?
I would say success for the molding, not so successful for what is left the roster in right now. It's in shambles.
Yeah, and I agree with that.
Yeah.
All right.
It's in shambles.
Yeah. All right.
The main event scene, that is.
Yeah. So let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.